Hey Dewdrops, happy Friday. It's Diane from Coravina. Welcome back. We're going to make another beautiful scarf like we do every day, live at 5 p.m. Monday through Friday here in the Coravina Facebook group. And now, Coravina YouTube channel. What up, YouTube? I'm glad to see you guys. Glad to see everybody from my Facebook group too. All this week we've been inspired by beautiful eyeshadow palettes, or really makeup palettes. Yesterday we had this really awesome navy and just like a dark blue eyeshadow palette. I love it, kind of a smoky blue. Let me show you what we've got here. We made this yesterday. It was very beautiful. I hope you got to see some parts of it. Hope you got the replay anyways, because my computer died, but my phone held on for us to record the end of this scarf making process. So I'm glad that happened. And I am posting an update to the YouTube channel. So if you missed it, I'm sorry. That was poor planning. And so now I'm like, computer charger, check. Phone charger, check. All of the lights and the equipment that seem unnecessary, but check. You know, I got it going. All right, so this is what we did yesterday, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I got a cat under my feet. Who knows what's going to happen today? All right, so we have option number 1, option number 2. Let me remind myself what was what. Option number 2 was deep purples to light pink. Super beautiful. I love these colors. Number 2, we have tans, browns, neutrals, grays, creams, and white. Okay, you guys chose option number 2. All right, you did one by about 5 votes. Let me show you what we're working with here today. All right, so we've got the always classic bright white because of that bright white background. And we have got a little bit of a kind of tan, kind of creamy color going on there. So then let's go with our darks. All right, we have 2 grays and a black. All right, some varying shades of gray. And then we have a couple of neutrals right here. So we've got our brown, a little bit of neutral here. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm going to give these bottles a quick shake, shake, shake. Make sure our paint is all mixed up and incorporated. We don't want any accidents there. I've had such a crazy tech week. I don't know why. Things just are not working. It's like one of those, like I swear I'm in like this tech vortex where nothing is working. All right, so I'm going to split my screen so you can see what's going on. See what's happening here. I am going to now clean the surface of my tray so you can be as bothered as I am by the delay on these cameras. I'm not sure what to do about that. We can ignore it, maybe. All right, so I am cleaning the surface of the tray. I'm removing any dust or debris that may have settled on the surface. I'm going to do that one more time because my newspaper broke and stirred up a whole bunch of nonsense from the bottom of this tray. You can see our water's pretty dark, kind of polluted. That's because we have been making scarves all week long, but it's lasted all week, so I love that. You know, reduce, reuse, recycle, and whatnot. I'm glad I don't have to make up huge trays of water. When we do a scarf, I mix up 4 gallons of water. When I do for a week, when I do a class, I mix up usually 5 gallons of water. All right, so I'm just popping a couple bubbles that I see here. This is going to be an interesting scarf because I think the way to success here is going to be excess white and restraint on all the other colors. All right, so I've got my picture up. I'll be switching back and forth on my views here so I can keep an eye on that. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, same thing we do every time. We're going to drop a line of paint straight down the center of the tray. Whoops, we're going to try not to squirt it out like that. Ah, well, good thing there is a lot of white in the scarf. It's my plan anyways. We're just going to spread that white on out there. I'm going to come through and pop a couple of my bubbles that I have formed. All right. Good deal. I think we're going to come in with the cream now. I'm not going to see a lot of variance here, but I think it's still going to be an important step. And we're just going to go all willy-nilly here. We want a lot of white on our tray, I think. for this one. There's always a method. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say there's always a method to my madness, and sometimes really there's not. I'm just going with it. But I have a little bit of a plan today. We'll see how that works out. Y'all, did you hear about this crazy hurricane that could be happening in the Gulf? I'm not sure I like this. Like, I don't like any of 2020 really thus far, except for you guys. You guys are awesome. You came out of 2020. But I just saw a couple of news articles that say that there is this crazy storm that could be forming in the Gulf. There could be 2 hurricanes at the same time, which would be like a disaster storm. And it doesn't sound fun at all. And I hope that it does not happen, because that sounds bananas. And I don't want to do that. I'm not even affected by it here in Cincinnati. I don't want everybody else to have to deal with that. We've dealt with enough. 2020 needs to just chill out, relax a little bit, not take itself so seriously. All right, we're dropping in our browns. Got our cream and our brown going here. I'm going to keep them really far spread apart. Maybe we can layer them a little bit. Now keep in mind, guys, as we do our scarf today, our water is lying to us. It's been used all week. Now we've got a lot of different colors underneath the surface of the tray. It's looking a little muddy. Let me get my white paint bottle unclogged here. Add a little bit more white. I do like the tan that we've got going. Oh, my music wouldn't work. That's where I was going with my whole tech drama. It's every day it's something a little bit different. I thought I had like the perfect thing worked out because I was paying for a service that I didn't really like and it was expensive, so I changed up the tech. And now this won't work. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I will figure it out. Okay, so I am coming back and I am looking at our picture here. I want to keep a lot of white. I'm going to drop some grays down in the middle here. Maybe I'll layer this back up with some more white, because that white and that cream, those are going to be important colors for us today. This is where it's going to be important, I think, to show a little bit of restraint. You hear that a lot with design. Like the true, like really good design shows a lot of restraint. I always have that in the back of my mind. All right, I'm going to come in with our charcoal here. And I think we're just going to keep layering it up. Dark and then white, dark and then white. Got a couple bubbles down here. I'm going to pop real quick. So today's been pretty good. I got to catch up with somebody I haven't seen for a long time. It was awesome. Got the kids out of the house. We got a play date tomorrow. It's going to be good. I keep telling my kids it's going to be good. Everything coming up. It's going to be awesome. Just got to get through it, right? All right, now I'm adding in our black. There we go. Fantastic. And a little bit more white. I hope that our tan is, I hope it's working well. I hope it's sticking together here at this point. Like, hope it is actually going to be this color. You know, I get nervous too sometimes. Because it is such a pretty color, the tan with the black and white, like these creamy skin tones. Or like that orangey brown, I guess is what I mean. I like that combo. It seems very classic. So I'm going to come through with our white and see if we can't expand our white a little bit. Shrink down our black lines. And then we will reassess again. All right, got a couple big bubbles here. Gonna pop those guys. All right, I'm looking at my picture. I'm looking at my scarf. It looks pretty good. Let me go back to you guys. Okay, there you are. Found you. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more white in. We're just going to keep going with expanding, shrinking back the, expanding the white and shrinking back the existing color. We want it to be super vibrant. A lot of paint on the surface of our tray. We're really going to go for it here. Maybe I'll add a little bit more of this like peachy color that's different than the dark brown. It's not dark brown, you know what I mean, than the orangey brown. This color right here. We'll add just a little bit more of that. I like it. Not sure if we have enough paint on our tray. Fool me once, you know, and all that. That scarf where we did the blue, the teal and purple eyeshadow palette, like it was really pretty. I would have liked it to be a little bit more vibrant. It's just always I just love color, right? Okay, so this is where we are. This is what we're gonna do. I had a plan for how I was gonna lay the color in, but not how I was gonna use the tools. So let's go ahead and use our tools here. I'm gonna change you to the big solo layout here. It appears that our camera has shifted just a bit. Well, that's just another thing to the list. All right, guys, we're gonna put our tool in the tray and we are gonna slowly drag it and you'll see our pattern start to shift a bit. I'm liking our colors. I don't have any scarves like this right now. You guys made a good choice. I did think you were gonna go with the purple and pink though. I'm glad you're kind of getting into the neutrals. Okay, so we're back here. We haven't done a lot to it, but I'm telling you, I kind of like it. Kind of like where we are. And keeping with the simplicity of our inspirational picture, I think I am just going to draw some lines. And I think that's going to be it for this. Going to create some nice slow movement, very similar to our feather eyeshadow palette from earlier in the week. Just going to keep it kind of simple today. We need to slow down, calm down. I can always tell when I'm very when I've had too much coffee or when I am really moving and grooving with stuff because it takes me a minute to calm down to do this properly. All right, my loves, here we are. We got a pretty scarf going. Let's dip this down and see what we've got. Whoops. Did you hear that? I just scraped my scarf tray on the top of my ceiling. That happens quite a bit. All right, guys, you ready? let's lower this scarf down, okay? Here we go. Oh no. Ugh. Well, that's annoying. All right, I don't know if you guys saw what I did there. I boogered this up pretty good. Oh well. That's a bummer. If we had had the dewdrop view like early on in the Corvina scarf show, you would have seen me do this a lot. Like there were a lot of times where the scarf didn't make it all the way down in the tray. So it's fine. The truth is I'm probably the only one who will really notice it. All right, so I am now removing our scarf from the scarf dipping rack. Splashing paint all over my studio. Okay, so we're going to lift the scarf up out of the water. We're going to see what we've got. You're going to see dripping and running because there's a lot of paint on the surface of this tray to make sure we get really vibrant colors. Okay, let's lift it up. Let's see. Oh, I like it. I think it's pretty. I think I don't have any scarves like this. I think this would be a good scarf like on, like a nice neutral palette. I'm trying to get the whole view here. Love it, love it. All right, I'm going to put it in the bucket and we're going to rinse it off. Super fun. I like that color scheme. I think you guys made a really good choice. Yeah. All right, Dewdrops. So we've had a good week here. Had a good week using makeup for inspiration. I think our desert scarf, our mountain landscape scarf, that was Monday. I was trying to think about everything we had done. All right, so I am working on listing like the 60 scarves that I need to sell on the website. So hopefully that'll be done soon. No guarantees it'll be done this weekend. I'm totally overwhelmed, but I'm trying to make it happen for you. You can go to cora-vina.com to check out scarves that are already listed, okay? And I'll be back here on Monday, live at 5, where we will make more scarves, and it's going to be awesome. All right, Dewdrops, so wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you have an awesome weekend and that you are safe and healthy and find something to be joyful for, okay? All right, goodbye. Remember, live colorfully.